So coming to your doubt, see, in normal method, they will be used
Okay.
1.5 or 1 inch. Okay. In some cases,
Okay.
the curve, whatever the arm curve is there, right? So that will not, adjust properly for the body size. Okay.
Okay.
In some cases, it will come perfect. But in some cases, that won't. It doesn't fit properly. So you have to always the chest round point and the shoulder slope point. Those 2 points should be
Okay.
aligned with the French curve,
Sir, appudu
like that. Then the curve will be coming perfect. For the neck
Okay.
also, you have to just align the scale within this box in this way, and you can draw the curve. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So in today's class, we'll see the front pattern drafting. With the
ma'am, I
same,
have one doubt, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, that back arm curve is there, right?
yes.
After drawing that, if you measure that curve, you should get that arm round measurement. This we have taken before, right? I got 16 inches.
Yes, yes,
We
that
have
first we have to, I'm muting you. It's so disturbing. Okay. So front pattern and back pattern. Once it is done, both the curves will be measured. Okay, that should get matched with our armhole. Okay, I will let you know how to adjust that. If at all we get very big curve, we'll be adjusting that after the front pattern. I will let you know. Okay. Yes. So in the chart on one side, I have, draw the back pattern. Take another side of the chart itself. Now draft the reference line. Draw the reference line and same, whatever the shoulder measurement we have marked 5/3/4 converted shoulder measurement, you have to mark it. Okay, so this is the shoulder point. From the shoulder point, you have to mark 2 inch. 2 inch strap width. Okay. And from the shoulder point, 1/8, you have to come down. Just connect a line. So this is the shoulder slope line. Okay. And from the shoulder, 1/8 point, come down by half of arm round. 7.5. My arm round is 15. So half of it is 7.5. And draw the line. Okay. And extend perpendicular line like this. So this line is chest line, CL. Now here, in the measurements, we have taken blouse length, BL, waist length, WL. So my blouse length, bust length. Bust length is 12, waist length is 14. So just place the measuring tape from the reference line. Okay, from the reference line and mark at the 12 inches. Okay, and again 14 inches. This is the waist length and this is the bust length. Draw the lines. Okay. Extend the lines. So this is our bust line, BL. Wherever bust point we have marked and extended a line, that is bust line, and this is waistline. But in the front pattern, what will happen is, here the bust round will be coming in this way, right? Round, and then here straight. So if we take straight direction measurement, there will be some fabric will go upwards here in the front pattern. So to provide some fabric extra here, we will be taking according to the sizes. For small and medium, we have to take 1.5 extra in the front pattern. From large size to plus sizes, whatever the size might be, from L, double XL or XL, whatever the size, you have to take 2 inch extra. Please make a note of this. Small and medium, 1.5. For larger sizes, you can go for 2 inches. Okay. So here I am marking 1.5 for me. From the waistline, whatever the waistline we have marked 14 inches. From there onwards, I am marking 1.5. So whatever the 1.5 distance I am marking, that will become my waistline. Okay. This line will be my waistline. And under the line, which is bust line, this line is called under bust line, UBL. Okay. So in the front pattern, total 4 lines will be there. Chest line, bust line, under bust line, and waistline. Got it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now after done with these lines, you have to mark bust width point on the bust line. Okay. Here my bust width is 7. Half of it is 3.5. So I am marking 3.5 on the bust line. So now we are going to, this is called the apex point. I'm giving a cross mark. This is the apex, APEX, apex point. So by taking this point as a center, we will be starting the, start giving the dots. Okay.
Okay.
So for the first dot, it will be the, here. The dot will be coming near the neck side. This will be open, front open side. So for giving the dot from the apex point, you have to mark 1 inch. Okay, for any size, these markings are same. There won't be any change in this. Okay. And whatever the 1 inch, this point gap is 1 inch. Okay. And whatever this bust line is there, on the both sides, you have to give 1/4. 1/4. In total, it will be 1/2 inch. Okay. In total, it will be 1/2 inch. And connect the lines. Like this. So this is the center dot. Center dot. CD. You can call it as. This is the center dot. After this, main dot. For main dot, mark 1/2 inch from the apex point. 1/2 inch down from the apex point. And draw a line from that 1/2 inch to the bottom waistline. Okay. You have to mark this gap is 1/2 inch. Now, give 1 inch on both sides. Place the tape like this on and give 1 inch on the both sides. Like this. 1 inch points. And then just draw a straight line till the under bust line. Like this. From this point, you have to connect the dot. In this way. Okay, so this is the center dart, main dart of the blouse. Okay, so this gap is 1 inch on both sides we have given. Now coming to the third dot. So for constructing the third dot, come to the arm side here. So whatever the chest line and half of arm round line, both are intersecting here, right? So from the intersecting point, you have to mark 1/2 inch above. From this point, you have to mark 1/2 inch above. This gap is 1/2 inch. Okay. And draw a diagonal line from the apex point to this 1/2 inch. In this way. Okay. And from the apex point, mark 2 inch. This gap is 2 inch. From the apex point, mark 2 inch. And whatever the 1/2 inch marking we have given no, in the half of arm round line, just mark 1/4 on either sides. 1/4, 1/4 in this way. Those 1/4 points and this 2 inch point, you have to connect the lines. So this is a arm dart. Okay, so this is arm dart. So this is what the 3 dart blouse. Any doubts in the darts? Any confusion? If you have any doubts, let me know.
No doubts, ma'am.
No
Okay.
doubts, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then we'll mark the front neck first. From the reference line, just mark 6.5. 6.5 is a standard. Okay, for blouse, 6.5 is the standard neckline. And from the 2 inch strap width, just come down. And make a box. And with the help of French curve, just align this. Okay, and then draw the curve. This is the neck, front neck. Now we'll mark the 1/4 measurements of the round measurements. So my chest round measurement, 1/4 measurement is 9/1/4. So just I'm marking 9/1/4 here. My bust round measurement, 1/4 measurement of my bust round is 9/3/4. Okay. The same, whatever the bust round measurement you got, you have to mark the same on the under bust line. 9/3/4. Both are same only. Bust line and under bust line both are same. And my 1/4 measurement of waist round is 8.5. On top of that, I'm giving 2 inch extra because of this dart. Here the dart intake is 2 inch. So I'm giving that provision here. So 8.5 plus 2 is 10.5. So these are exact body measurements. We will be not giving any ease allowance in the drafting. While marking on the fabric, we will be providing. Okay. Once you're done with the round measurements, just take the scale and draw the lines by connecting the each dot. Okay. So the pattern will be coming in this way. Now, we have to check the difference between front pattern and the back pattern. in the front pattern, we have increased 1.5 inch, right? So for that purpose, we have to check the length difference from chest line to the waistline. So here in the front pattern, my chest line to the waistline, it is like 7 3/4 plus 1/8. Means almost 8 inches. 1/8 less than 8. 8 inches is my front pattern. Now, here in the back pattern, I'm measuring from chest line to the waistline. Chest line to the waistline, it is 6 1/4. 6 1/4. So whatever the extra is there is like almost 1 3/4 extra is there for me. So my front pattern is almost 8 and my back pattern is 6 1/4. So I am making the difference here. Whatever the difference is there, 1 3/4 is the difference. Okay. So in this 1 3/4, half inch should be reduced from the waistline. Okay. So half inch you have to reduce from the waistline. Mark half inch from the waist round point here. And draw a line to this dart leg. Okay, so this part, whatever the part we have drawn now, this part is going to be eliminated in cutting. Okay, whatever the lines I have drawn, this part will be eliminated. So in this 1 3/4, I am reducing half inch. So still 1.5 is there for me. Okay, so this 1.5 we have to reduce from under bust line, above the under bust line. So 1.5, mark 1.5. And
Ma'am,
yes,
I mean 1 3/4. If we eliminate the half, then it
sorry,
should be
1 1/4. 1 1/4, not 1.5. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So 1 1/4. So it is coming here. Okay. Now, whatever we have marked from the under bust line, right? This 1 1/4, this point to this dart point, you have to draw another line. Okay, and draw the lines here. This is going to be eliminated. Okay. Now come to this side, this below the center dart. So here you have to mark 1.5 inch. From the under bust line, you have to mark 1.5 inch. Okay. In some cases, what will happen is 1.5 inch will come very close or will fall on here. Then you can reduce 1 1/4 you can take. Okay. Here some gap should be there for us. After concealing this dart, you have to, some gap should be there. So you can take 1 1/4 here. Half inch gap should be there. Now take the French curve and from this point to this whatever 1 1/4 we have given here, you have to draw a curve like this. So this part will be our band part. And this is the bust round part. Understood, right? So after eliminating these two corners, if you measure this length, whatever the remaining length, it should get matched with our back pattern. So after stitching, there won't be any high and low in the front and back patterns. So for that purpose, we are eliminating this fabric, extra fabric. Okay. Now we'll see the arm curve, front arm curve. So for marking the front arm curve, you have to take the midpoint here first. From the 1/8 point, half of arm round line, you have to take the midpoint in this way. Just fold the tape and mark the midpoint and come inwards by 1/4. Come inwards by 1/4. Okay. And first you have to connect 1/8 point and this 1/4 point with the French curve. Draw a curve here. Okay. And from this 1/4 to the chest round point, you have to connect. Like this. So this is the front arm curve. Now you have to measure the front and back arm curves. So after measuring the both arm curves, it should get matched with our armhole AH. So here my armhole is 16. Let's see how much it will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1/4. Here dart space I am eliminating. Okay, whatever the dart space is there, I am eliminating that. Till here it is 5 1/4 and again from the 5 1/4 I am counting the rest. 6, 7, 8 1/4. So here almost I am getting 8 1/4. And now I am calculating the back arm curve. So from the 1/8 point, you have to count the curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5. I'm getting here 8.5. So in the back pattern, we will be taking the neck very deep. So for fitting purpose, you can mark come inwards, means the chest round point can come inwards by 1/2 inch. So in the back pattern, you can mark. If at all you want like this only, you can leave it, no issues. 1/2 inch point you can come inwards. That is also fine. So from the waist round point to this chest round point, you can draw the line in this way. Why I am telling this is when we go deeper back, here the fabric will be, means the space will be expanded. So this can be fitted properly. So after giving this, I am getting here 8 inches and front pattern, it is like 8 1/4. So in total, I am getting front and back 16 1/4. So 1/4 extra is okay. But in some cases, what will happen is you will be getting more than an actual armhole. So here my armhole is, I'll just, yeah. Here my armhole is 16 inches. Okay. So I'm getting 16 1/4. That's fine. 1/4, it doesn't matter. It's okay. So, but what in case if you are getting 17 or 18 or 19 like that, more than your actual armhole. So this side is more. And in some cases, what will happen is you might get less than your actual armhole. So less means 14, 15, 13. In that case, what we have to do is you have to shift your chest line. Whatever the chest line we have drawn now, so this chest line, you have to, if at all you are getting more than your actual armhole, then this chest line should be go upwards by 1 centimeter. Means you have to shift the chest line towards 1 centimeter in the upward direction. If you are getting less armhole, then you have to shift this chest line towards downwards by 1 centimeter. When this is lesser, this is more. Okay. So this is what you have to do. If at all the curve line or getting more, you have to shift your chest line 1 centimeter upwards. and then again redraw the pattern. Means you have to draw the chest line and again draw the arm curve and measure it. If at all it gets sufficient, fine. Otherwise, you have to again shift 1 centimeter more. Like that you have to do. Okay. So the very first time you have to do some erasings in the arm curves. Once you find out the exact arm curve, then whatever the chest line point is, you have shift, that point you can keep a note. So directly later on, whatever the patterns you are going to do, you can directly take that point as your arm round point and mark it, and you can draw the pattern exactly. Understood, right? This point? Any doubts here?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so this is the way we have to shift our chest line and adjust the arm curve, front and back arm curves. So with this, the front pattern is also completed. Yes. So shall we start the sleeve pattern? I will explain the sleeve pattern also.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
So just keep this pattern aside. Okay, the chart pattern. Tomorrow we'll do the cuttings of this. So keep it aside. I will be taking another one and I will show you the sleeve pattern. For drafting the sleeve also, you have to first draw the reference line. For whatever the pattern you are making, first make a reference line, and from that reference line you have to start the pattern. So here, what are the measurements we required is arm round, sleeve length, sleeve open. Okay. So arm round is 7.5. So my arm round is 7.5. Half of arm round, you have to mark that on the reference line, 7.5. Okay. And mark sleeve length. So here the sleeve length I am taking as 7 inches. Okay. Just I am giving a sleeve length marking and just making a line here. And with this half of arm round point I am marking, I am drawing another line. So this point is half of arm round point, 7.5. Okay. And this length is sleeve length, 7 inches. 7 inches. And I have drawn 2 lines. Okay. So in this box, our sleeve is going to be come. So after marking this, from the half of arm round point, you have to mark 3 inch down. So this is called the cap height point, 3 inch. This is standard 3 inch. If at all double XL or XL size, you can go till 3.5 or 4 inch. 3 inch is standard till L size. Okay. Now this point is cap height. Cap height. CH. Okay. Now from this point to here, this is called the sleeve corner. Draw a diagonal line. Draw a diagonal line. And take the midpoint of this diagonal line. Place the tape in this way and take the midpoint. Just fold it into half and mark the midpoint. Okay. Now, from this midpoint, place the tape perpendicular to it and mark ½ inch above. ½ inch. This space is ½ inch. Okay. Now, take the French curve. In the French curve, you can see some markings. Okay. So in that markings, you can take the sleeve marking here. So this is the sleeve line. Okay. If at all you are not having any markings, it is a plain scale, then start measuring from this corner. Okay. The round corner till 8 inches. Okay. Wherever you get 8 inch, that is the sleeve line. Okay. So place this sleeve line to the sleeve corner in this way. And align this tail part. This is the tail part to the 1/2 inch midpoint. Okay. Like this. This corner and the 1/2 inch midpoint. Okay, draw the curve like this and flip the scale towards like this. And then from the cap height point to this midpoint, align it and draw the curve in this way. Okay, whatever the curve we have drawn now is the front arm curve. Front arm curve. Now again, place the sleeve to the sleeve corner and place this tail part to the 1/2 inch point which is above. Just align it. While you aligning this sleeve line will be shifted, that's fine. It's okay. And draw the curve in this way. Now, from the cap height point, you have to mark 3/4. Mark 3/4. So this gap is 3/4. And from this 1/2 inch perpendicular 1/2 inch point to this 3/4, you have to draw a straight line. Straight line in this way. And by using French curve, inner side, this circle, from the cap height to the 3/4, you have to align the points and draw the little curves. A little curve in this way. So with this, we have completed drafting the back arm curve. Any doubts here? So once you last curve is nothing but you have to take this inner, curvy part. From the cap height point to the 3/4 point, you have to align it. Wherever the points get aligned, just place it. Okay, like that.
Okay.
Now, you have to measure the arm curves. So I'm measuring first back arm curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. 8.5 it is coming. And from the 8.5, I am marking. Sorry, I'm counting 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So total 17. 17 I'm getting means 1 inch extra. So same concept we have done in the pattern blouse pattern, front pattern. So my armhole is 16 inches. But now here I'm getting 17 means 1 inch extra. So what happens is you have to shift this 1/2 of arm round line 1 centimeter inside. If you get more armhole. If you are getting less than 16 means 15 or 14 like that, then you have to shift this 1/2 of arm round line by 1 centimeter to outwards. Okay, so 1 centimeter I have to mark. See, in the backwards we will be having 1 centimeter. Just mark 1 centimeter and draw another 1/2 of arm round line. Mark cap height and redraw the curves. Like that you have to do. Okay, after doing the curves, after you getting the exact armhole, Then mark your sleeve open. So here my sleeve open is 11 inches. So half of 11 is 5.5. So I'm marking 5.5 here. And from the cap height point to this, you have to connect a line. I will redraw these curves later. Okay, so like this. So this is our sleeve. Any doubts in this? Any
No, ma'am.
doubts? Okay, if at all no doubts, tomorrow in tomorrow's class, we'll see the cutting of the patterns, and please make sure to keep ready fabric also. We'll be laying these cuttings on the fabric and do the cutting. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll end the session for today. If at all you have any doubts, you can post in the group also, no issues. Okay, whatever it might be, I'll try to clarify. Okay, and I'll share these recordings in the afternoon. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
then
ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, for tomorrow fabric lining also we should get only.
Yeah, if at all you
fabric.
want to work with lining blouse, you can take lining also, lining and main fabric. But I am showing without lining blouse, but I'll guide you how to stitch lining blouse. Both are similar only, a little bit changed, but I will explain. If you want, you can take lining blouse,
Okay.
no issues. But you have to keep lining and the main fabric. Okay. Of 1
Okay.
meter, and try to, work on cotton fabric. Okay, don't
Okay.
go for silk or anything. So cotton will be suitable for beginners.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll end the session for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.